And I literally started this business like in April. Like I'm literally nobody. So I don't know. I've got a lot of emotions, a lot of things going on. So I almost feel like I should be doing more, if that makes sense. Alright, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph Corder. I am the founder and owner of Faith Ink Apparel, a faith and fitness based Christian apparel and accessories company that I literally started a few months ago. And this is my YouTube channel where I vlog all of that. I also still have a corporate job that I work and literally just finished up for the week. So I'm trying to balance the two and turn this business into something that I can, you know, if it's God's will, full time. So this is going to be a super exciting, the next two vlogs are going to be very, very exciting because this is the behind the scenes prepping for my first ever vendor market. So in person, I will be selling Faith Ink Apparel in person this Sunday. By the time you see this, it will already have happened, but I am so excited. Oh my goodness. I am nervous, excited. I have a million things to get done, but I can't wait to do this. Like, you know, I have wanted to do this for so long, and like, this is like one of my shirts, like Risen and Reppin', like finding a way to bring like faith and fitness and some puns, you know, to my community. And I think I have that kind of gift, and I want to spread the gospel in that way. And I do believe that everybody should be stewarding their bodies and becoming the healthiest versions of themselves. So this is my way of, you know, helping to contribute to that. So we have 2.5 days until the market. At this point, I've already ordered everything. Everything's thankfully like arrived and looks good. I've got a ton of inventory. So now it's a matter of organizing it all so that it makes sense. Because on Sunday when I go, I'm going to be going by myself. So I've got to kind of make sure that I pack the bins and everything and like visualize this table in a way that like helps me not spend 2 hours trying to put it together. And then also, hopefully I have enough inventory. I'm a little worried that I don't have enough inventory, that I might sell out like super quick. But then there's another part of me that thinks I might not sell out at all. So I don't know. I'm so torn. Oh my God, it's such a roller coaster of emotions. One minute I'm like, oh my gosh, Steph, you should have ordered like double the amount of shirts. And then the other part of me gets a little insecure, and it's like, what if no one buys anything? So I have what I have. At this point, it's too late to order or make any more inventory. I have mugs. I've got notebooks, pens, a bunch of t-shirts in different designs. And then I did print up, and I'll show you guys, like a book with all of my designs and a QR code so people can shop online. Oh shoot. I just realized I didn't print those. Oh my goodness. See, I'm already realizing things that I need to get printed that I didn't print while I was at Staples. Darn it. All right, add that to the list. I have QR codes that I need to print up. Oh man, I'm gonna have to run back out. Oh geez. Oh man. I'm realizing I didn't do everything I needed to earlier. Goodness. All right. Anyway, I have QR codes where people can scan to pay, but I also have QR codes for if people want to shop the designs. Like if there's a design that either I sell out of or I have in person, they're like, do you have it in a different color or whatever? That's on my website that people can just place an order. And then I'll just give them a discount code for placing the order like in person. And then I also have, like a giveaway thing that I've got to put together, and oh my God, I just have so much to get done. Oof, I'm feeling overwhelmed as I talk, but the only way to like cure being overwhelmed is to like take action. So let's take the next couple hours to take that action. I've got a little snack here. I spend most of the morning running errands and stuff, so I'm like behind on my meals. It's noon and I haven't had like any carbs. So apples and some Biscoff. If you've never had apples and Biscoff, chef's kiss. So I'm going to eat this real quick, and then I'll take you guys downstairs and we'll organize everything, and then I'll figure out all the stuff that I still need to get printed. Maybe I can have Jason print it for me. He has a color printer at work. Let's see.
Okay, so this is what we're working with. The stuff on top of the Ninja Creamy, yeah, that's where our Ninja Creamy lives. I don't have space for it anywhere else. That stuff I have to go through. I don't think I'm bringing that, but all this, and these are empty, but this is shirts. All this, like these are like easels and stuff. Like I've got to put everything together, or have Jason do it for the event. And then I've got like my sticker stand that I'm bringing, my business cards, my thank you cards. I still have to set up my little square chip thing. So, oh baby, you okay? Oh, he's very talkative. He's very needy. Oh baby, you want a treat? Okay, hold on. So all this needs to not look like this. I just ordered a bin to be delivered in like an hour from Target for pickup. So I'm going to try to organize all this stuff so that way when the bin comes, I can make things not look like this. All right, Nisha, you want a treat? Okay, all right, treat time. We have to hide the treats up here because otherwise they'll break into them. Oh, I know. Couple treats for you. Couple treats for you. Okay, so I think I'm going to... I gotta find a way to set you guys up so that you can see me doing all this. But if I put it this way, yeah, we're gonna be backlit. Okay. What can you guys... I guess that works. Alright. Okay. Let's get to it. I'm gonna organize all this stuff. Okay, so the thing is, hopefully you can hear me. I have a lot of things that I need to put together. Like this is an easel. So it's like that, the first time that like you set things up or you get stuff, right? Like you gotta put it together. And that is like the bane of my existence. I hate putting things together. But I'm gonna try to get as much as I can done because I just realized Jason's working late today and tomorrow. He's got, they're doing like a special at work at his tattoo shop. So I don't wanna like, I want whatever I can't get done, I'll have him help me put together, but like if I can be a little self-reliant here and get things done, and then I never have to do it again, which is what I'm reminding myself of. All right, let's see how I can put this easel together. Okay, so if you are a millennial, you have to let me know, a millennial or older, if you ever like watched Price is Right when you were homesick from school and Plinko was like the best game ever, although it doesn't require any strategy, it's literally all luck, but I wanted to do something, I was doing a lot of research on vendor markets and like, you know, advice that people have, you know, to have people like to get, you know, to drum up, not just like business, but like have people come over to your table and stuff. Like you can't just like stand there and hope people like come over and talk to you. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Plinko. I'm not going to bring the whole game. I'm just going to bring the board and I'm basically going to have like, I think there's 7 slots. So if you play, you could win a sticker or a little keychain or a pen or 10% off or like something like that, just to kind of like get folks over to the table. They can play, we can have a conversation. I can tell them about Faith Ink Apparel and stuff. Like it's not a gimmick to get like sales. I really honestly like, obviously sales are great, but like doing an in-person vendor market is a really great opportunity to get the word out there about your business, right? Like if you do it right and you have people, you have great conversations, they take your business card, they share it, maybe they make a purchase, whatever, like, and then that's how you get your business out there in the community, because you never know who could walk up to your table, first of all, and you never know who then shares the sticker or whatever they bought, and then it, you know, has that ripple effect. And I really like being in my community and giving back, and like eventually I actually want to do like a fundraiser, like a pet fundraiser for like an animal shelter and stuff, and like set up a table and things like that. Like that's one of the biggest like pillars for Faith Ink Apparel is giving back to the community. So I don't mind giving away a little couple of things just to like drum up some conversations. So I'm gonna open this up and see what's all in here and what I need to take with me. And then yeah, there's 7 slots, so I'll have to like write what each number correlates to as far as like a prize goes. I'll have like one that like is worth more, like bigger than the others, and then the others will be small, but it'll drum up some conversations. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, let's open this up. Okay, so it came with this to like identify what each number means, like when you like land on that number, and I just tested it out and it's dry erase, which is perfect. So I can, I'm gonna mull over 7 of them. I don't know, maybe number 3 will be the big prize, but like I'll fill it out. Okay, I'll wait to fill it out the day of because they don't want it to erase, but yay. Okay. Okay, so far so good. It's actually going faster than I thought. What's so funny is, like, side note, I put off doing this. Like, I've had these items, like I ordered everything ahead of time in case something got delayed or whatever, didn't show up looking right or whatever, for like a week, and we're now a day and a half before, and I think I was just like scared. Cause like once I start prepping and packing for this vendor event, then it's like real, which is kind of scary. I'm gonna cry. Like, oh my gosh. So many emotions, but I'm getting really excited. I have a really good feeling about this. I don't know if it means I'm gonna sell out or if it just means I'm gonna have some really great conversations or what, but I know that I'm meant to be there and that I'm gonna take this as far as God wants me to take this, and you know, look back at this and be like, oh my gosh, when I first started Faith Ink Apparel and everything, and I'm just super grateful to like, and I'll tag them below. It's called Eyes on You, the pop-up like event coordinator who like accepted me. You know, you have to apply to these things, and I literally started this business like in April. Like I'm literally nobody. So I don't know. I'm gonna take. I've got a lot of emotions, a lot of things going on, but I'm gonna take note. I have a note in my phone of all the people who have given me a chance, who have supported me. Not just like buying stuff. Like obviously, like you know, if you're a customer, that's amazing. But like just people who have like gone out of their way to like help support Faith Ink and support me is. The list is getting pretty long, which is incredible. So all right, we're almost there. Okay. So I'm gonna like hang a couple of the shirt designs, like maybe like 2 or 3, just to kind of catch people's eye. But this is like, I got this on Amazon. And actually, you know what? I'm going to link everything that I literally ordered almost everything on Amazon, like vendor supplies and stuff. I'm going to link my list below if that is helpful to you. And then I also will link the, where I got like the keychains, the magnets, the stickers, the stuff that like I didn't print. Come on, baby. I will also link that below as well. And if I have any discount codes, I'll definitely share them with you. But yeah, these, oh my God, they're so cute. I'm going to test it out and see how I can kind of configure it with the shirts. Let's. Okay, so besides having Jason help me put this together later, I have now bagged up all the shirts. I'm going to take a little nap. My back is like aching, but still to do on the to-do list. I've got a lot done, but I have a handful of things to still get done. So I've got to write on these little cute little like easel, like little, what the hell are these things? I'm going to write on these little chalkboards the prices and put them in front of things. I have to set up my tap to chip payment thing for Shopify. And then I bagged everything else up, or put everything else up. So these, pretty much what I'm going to have for the tables, except for the bag with the shirts and stuff. So, got a lot done. There you go, baby. Alright, I'm going to go lay down for a little bit, and then I will catch up with you guys when I go back to tackle my to-do list this evening. this camera's crooked, but all right, so it's the next day. I'm having my protein coffee. I went to the gym this morning, met up with a friend, got that out of the way, which is really nice to kind of kick start the day. I can't talk. So yeah, I'm having my protein coffee. You guys know the drill. If you've watched any of my other vlogs, I will link it below. This is the only protein powder that I use. I do 1 scoop of this every single morning in my coffee. Sometimes I add collagen, and then I'll add some fiber powder to it. If you add the collagen, it's like almost 40 grams of protein in your coffee, and it is like super smooth. It's not chalky, it's not gritty. And if you're not really like a big breakfast person, this is a great little hack if you're already gonna have coffee. This is blueberry muffin flavor, so like you can also substitute your creamer for protein powder and then use that as a hack to start your day with protein. So I will link it below. But yeah, I have this weird feeling because I am, you know, counting down, like, oh my God, tomorrow's the day. But then I also got a lot done yesterday, so I'm like, I don't really have a ton to do today. So I almost feel like I should be doing more, if that makes sense. But I've got to set up my little Shopify card reader. I've got to add a couple of items to the website that I decided to offer. What's up, baby? And Jason's gonna print some flyers for me with the QR codes that I forgot to print yesterday while I was at Staples. He has a color printer at work. And then I think that's really like it. I kind of got it all done, which is weird. So I'm gonna try to get my computer Shopify stuff done this morning and then just chill, lay on the heating pad, just kind of relax and get myself ready because tomorrow's gonna be a long day between setting up and then just being there all day. And Jason will come with me and help me set up, but I don't expect him to be there all day with me. I'm fine, but it will be a long day. What, baby? When you are the baby of a baby land. The baby, baby, baby. Oh, it's your baby. Oh, no. How's your baby? If I stand on the counter, like if I stand on this like here too long, the cats think I'm eating. And we can't eat without them, can we? What are the odds? Like, I was always told that cats weren't super affectionate, that they don't really like to spend a lot of time around you, and that they don't like human food. Lies. Liars. Okay, so if you have cats, comment below. Let me know if they're also around all the time. My baby. Oh, my baby. Anyway, all right. Let me get to computer work, and I will pick you guys back up in a little bit and give you a little progress update.
Are you the best baby girl in the baby girl world? Who's my baby girl? Who's your baby girl?
Okay, so it is a few hours later. I have showered, obviously changed. Also, how cute is this shirt? It says one in a minion, which, if you know me, I deserve to have the shirt. And I want to show you guys. So, on my to-do list was I still have to do the Shopify little like card reader thing. I'm gonna set that up next, but I wasn't able to like have every little like this is my first vendor event. I'm financing this on my own, like from my savings. So I didn't bring like a ton of inventory. I'm hoping I don't sell out like real quick because that would be embarrassing. But I also don't know. Maybe I don't sell out. So all to say, I didn't bring every little design that I have in every single like possible like color and everything. So what I decided to do was I'm going to have a QR code so people can shop online, and I'll give them a discount if they want to shop online. If I either run out of something or they just want to see what other designs I have. So I'm going to show you guys. A couple of these I have to reprint because I messed up. I put a watermark on, so I'll show you. So I got this little teal, little like folio, and it's got like all of my designs in it. Like World's Best Deadlifter, and Barbells and Bibles, and Waymaker, and then I've got some new ones in here that I've never like actually released. But I don't know if you can see it, but I put a watermark, like my logo, behind each design, just to like prevent like people, you know, trying to steal the designs and stuff. But I messed it up on a couple of these, so I'm having Jason reprint them. So I'll show you. So this is actually a sneak peek of some brand new designs. I'm actually going to be working with an animal shelter to donate a portion of the proceeds from the pet collection. So you can see here like see what I mean? Like it wasn't behind it, but pause and reflect. And I've got cat and dog. And then I also am working on putting on the website bandanas. See, again, like I have to reprint this with the logo behind it, but we've got little cat bandanas. We'll have dog ones too. And then we have prayer warrior instead of like prayer warrior. And then I also have, so I'll show you I'll finish with the pet designs first. So I have this one. This is an example of a bandana that you can order for your dog. And then I have a bandana, little cat one, little black cats. And then I have an orange cat that's prayer warrior. And then I also, what was I going to show you guys? Oh, and then I have a new design that it's just something that Jason and I like came up with one day, like laying in bed talking about puns and stuff. So I don't really know where this one's gonna fit into what collection, but I'm gonna offer people to be able to like order it online. Wait for it. Have it Yahweh instead of have it your way, Yahweh. I cracked myself up. I'm telling you, my love of puns and Jesus and fitness and just like bringing it all together in like a funny, punny way of like sharing faith. I think it also like, this is my way of like showing people like when I say I'm a Christian, I don't mean that I'm like up here judging everybody like this like little Miss Perfect. Like, no, I am flawed. I'm a sinner just like everybody else. I'm just trying to figure it out day by day, and hopefully I can bring people to Jesus through Faith Ink Apparel. So hopefully people get a kick out of these, but I figured this was the next best way to show all of my designs so people can like thumb through them, and then if they want to order something, they can go on the website and then place the order right then and there, and then I'll give them a discount code. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm really excited. Okay. So now let's set up the Shopify little card reader. I have, actually First Form gave this to me. It's a power bank. So I just realized, I'm like thinking this through. I should bring like chargers, but then I thought, well, what if I don't have like an outlet like near me, and I'm going to be using my phone and my little dock card reader thing all day. So I'm charging this up as like an energy bank. I'll bring the cords just in case, but the last thing I want is for this thing to die for me to take payments. So thinking of these things. But I will link a power bank that I like down below. It's always good to have the ability to charge stuff. Okay. So now let me grab my laptop and set this up. This is the dock for it. And then this is the actual reader. So let me go get my laptop before I just start opening things. I'm hoping this is really simple and it's just set up really quickly.
It is a day after my very first Faith Ink Apparel in-person vendor market event. Oh my goodness, what a whirlwind. Like, oh my goodness. Let me take you through. I did get some content, and I haven't
decided how I'm editing it yet. So if you've already seen it, apologies. If you haven't, you will in the next clip. We'll see how I edit it. But if you're in South Jersey, it was at the Cherry Hill Mall, which is a huge mall, like tons of traffic. And honestly, for my first event, I didn't want my first event to be an outdoor event because there's just so many extra factors, like setting up the tent, the weights, what if it's windy, what if it's raining. Like I wanted to at least have a chance to like set up my table and either decide that it was perfect or find ways to tweak it before elevating to like an outdoor event. So, and actually have a much smaller, I'm the only vendor event this Saturday at Appliables. They're doing like a small business Saturday. It's like National Smoothie Day. So I'm the only one, like I'm literally just setting up my table inside. So I get another chance, and then the next one I do after that will be outdoor. But anyway, yeah, so it was just an interesting day. So we get there, I got there like 9:30. Jason went with me because it was a Sunday, so he was off work. So yes, we got there at 9:30, the mall opened at 11, and the event was all day, 11 to 6. So it was so funny. As soon as I walked in and like signed in and like they showed me which one was going to be my table, that was really nice. The table was provided and it already had a tablecloth on it. So one less thing we had to like do. As soon as we like walked in and I got to the table, I instantly got this like feeling of like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I was like really like, it wasn't even nervous. It was just like, I have to like, Jason was there to help me set up, and then he like, I didn't expect him to stay all day, but like I then had to like direct him and tell him where I wanted things or what to help me set up. And I was like, oh shoot, I don't 100% know what I'm doing, which is fine. Like it's one of those things where like, you're not going to know until you do it. I'm going to get a clothing rack to hang the shirts so that people can look and see what I have. Plus it also adds like an element, and I'll talk about this in like, I'm going to do a whole video of like tips and tricks, but like one thing I learned from my like booth mate, she was next to me, she was selling like different like novelty pins and stuff. God bless her, she's amazing. But one thing I learned was that like if you have things at different heights, it attracts people to the table versus just having things flat. So, but the t-shirts, we laid them, and then I had like my little displays and everything. And I think I'll obviously insert pictures or video, but like, I think for my first time, it looked pretty good. It pretty much came out the way that I had envisioned it in my head. I did realize that like, if you only have so much room at like you at first you're like, oh, a 6-foot table, like that's plenty of room. But like when you have the shirts taking up like 2 or 3 feet of that, you only have, like, so I ran out of space-ish, so I definitely want to find a better way to display the shirts in a bigger event, but it worked out. The other thing that I, like, some other things I noticed, like, right, like, I had a great day, like, it was my first event, so I didn't really have, like, a sales threshold of, like, I want to make X amount or X amount of sales. I really just wanted to, like, get my little spiel down, have some great conversations, and then obviously, yeah, make some sales, at least break even for what I paid for the event to be there, which I did, which is cool. But one thing I noticed, and I was talking with my booth mate like a lot about this, is that when you're doing an event in like a mall or a place where people are there for a different reason, like they're there to shop, but they're there to shop at stores, or maybe they're just there to run in, especially nowadays, like in the online world. I did feel like at first people were kind of hesitant to walk over to the tables, versus if you ever go to like a street fair or an event where it's literally for vendors, your mindset is, I'm going to go there to look at all the vendor tables and booths and go in and shop, right? So that was something that I didn't anticipate, but I'm glad I know for next time. But nonetheless, like one thing that really kind of saved me, I think there was like 5 or 6 tables in like a little center part of the mall, like around like where the fountains are. One thing I did notice was that helped me get people at least to come toward my booth was that, and which is funny because Faith Ink Apparel is very niche. It is a Christian fitness apparel company. Like that is very clear. But my logo, and I'll insert a picture I got from Vistaprint. I love Vistaprint. At Vistaprint, if you're out there, let's work together. I want to be part of your collective. Like, love Vistaprint. I got a banner for the table, so it was teal, and then on the front it had my logo, and my logo very clearly says Faith, and then it says Faith Ink Apparel around it, right? So when people walked by and they read, like, I could see them mouthing and saying Faith. So when they walked by and they read Faith, whether they were like, you know, curious Christians, pastors, full-blown Christian, like if they had any kind of like inkling about faith or anything like that, it drew them to the booth to at least check it out. And then from there, it was just up to me to like have good conversations and kind of like make people feel warm and all this stuff. And I had some great conversations. I met a bunch of other people who were Christians who thought the puns were really like funny. I had some really great conversations with people. I had this one girl, she was my first sale of the day, and she came over, and instantly I could just tell like we were like kindred spirits. She was like so sweet, and she walks away and she's like, God bless. And I was like, oh my goodness. Like, that was really the main part. Like, I wanted to get my feet wet with the table. I wanted to kind of figure out what I was going to say when people walked up, and I just wanted to have really great conversations. I gave out my card a ton. I did make some sales. It wasn't like astronomical or anything. I didn't make like thousands of dollars, but for my first event, like, I think it went really well. And honestly, had I sold out, I don't think I would have, I know I wouldn't have had time to restock before the next event. So it kind of worked out. So I have inventory for the next one, but all in all, it was a pretty good day. I'm still on the fence whether I would do another event in a mall again, because not so much because like I had sales and I had people walk up, but like when you go to a mall, you're there to shop at stores. You're like, I don't know that you're walking in expecting vendors to be there unless you saw the advertisement or you're there for that. So my time might be better spent at like more vendor events, outdoor, things. So I'm already in contact with the South Jersey Regional Animal Shelter. That's where I got Lincoln and Dixie from. And they're actually at capacity right now. So what better time to do a fundraiser? So I'm going to contact them. I finalized all the pet designs. So I'm going to contact them to figure out logistics of doing the fundraiser with them. And then I'm just going to donate like a portion of the like whatever I make from like if you purchase from the pet collection, a percentage of that is going back to the shelter. So I've also got in August, I'm going to do possibly the National Night Out in not the town I live in, but the town I grew up in. And then I also have the town I live in has like a family day at the end of August. So outdoor event in like a park. So I have some things in the works for more vendor events and stuff. And then obviously just like wanting to spend some time really like working on my social media presence for Faith Ink Apparel, putting out more YouTube content behind the scenes. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole separate video on like tips and tricks if you want to get started doing in-person like events, vendor markets and stuff for your business, because it's a whole different animal than a service-based business, like offering coaching versus like a product you're selling. It's just so different. So more to come on that, but I'm going to end the video here. My cup is full. I know that I'm meant to be doing this. Like, I will take Faith Ink Apparel so far. It will have such like kingdom impact. Like, I know, that God's got big plans. I just have to steward what he's given me and just keep walking by faith. I don't 100% know what I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out. And I think that's all you can do is that's what faith is, right? Like, you're supposed to be doing something. You don't have to have it A to Z figured out. Just start executing on it, and gotta walk with you on it for sure. But if you have any questions or if you want to shop Faith Ink Apparel, I will leave the website below. If you sign up for the emails, when you get the little pop-up, you'll get an instant 10% off code that you can spend. But yeah, if you have any questions about how I got started, events, anything you want me to cover in that next video, please comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, help my little channel grow. And yeah, do not forget, you gotta faith it till you make it.
Let it begin.